Hey there, this is Matt with State of Flux, here with a review for Jurassic World Rebirth. This is a fantastic movie, to my surprise. Not only do I think it's the best Jurassic World movie, I think this is the best Jurassic Park sequel. Now let's put it up on Front Street. No movie is going to be as good as the first Jurassic Park. I think that is an unqualified masterpiece. And all of the sequels, which some people are really going to dog on or elevate, are basically all varying levels of the same quality. They became B monster movies, and that's kind of all they have going for them. A series of great set pieces with character interaction in between. In short, it feels like the criticisms hurled at most of the American-made Godzilla movies. I think that's by and large true for all the Jurassic Park and Jurassic World sequels. And I think that there are some that are slightly better than others, some that are slightly worse, but largely they are all of the same quality. This movie, I think, is elevated a little higher than that. Yes, it has a lot of the truisms I just spoke of. It has several set pieces for this monster movie that are fantastic. The action in this film is great, nail-biting. This, unlike the Jurassic World films, was willing to kill off characters, so you never really were sure who was going to survive this journey, and that made it more tense and intense. And I enjoyed that. The thing that this one has, though, that none of the Jurassic World movies really had, nor any of the Jurassic Park sequels, or most of the Jurassic Park sequels anyway, is that the characters I really quite liked, and you spend quite a bit of time with them. I will say that some people might criticize this film for being a little overlong. It's like nearly 2 hours, 15 minutes, thereabouts. It takes them about 45 minutes to get to the island. And that is a long period of time spent just getting to learn these characters. Now, the characters don't offer a ton. It's not like you're getting character development galore, but it's offering you enough to get you to care about these people and make it matter when suddenly they start getting picked off. And that really worked for me. Even though this one does cast some major players in Hollywood, just like the Jurassic World movies did prior to this, you're not banking on the charisma of the lead actor. You're actually taking the time spent getting to know the characters and like the characters. It's not just a personality that you're liking, it's the character. And I think that's where David Koepp's script really comes into gear. This feels like the third Jurassic Park movie he never wrote, and we finally have a good stab at it. And making it kind of independent of any of the other films. There's reference here or there to maybe a little bit of Jurassic World, and Alan Grant's name is dropped, but largely it's its own thing. But it doesn't feel like really any of the movies that came before it, outside of hitting some of the same beats here and there within the plot. It feels more organically original, is what I'm getting at. It's not all positives, though. I think that there are two pretty big negatives that I have. I guess three. I think Alexandre Desplat's score is a little lacking. Similar to what he did with the Harry Potter scores that he did. Like, individually the music sounds good, but he misuses the Jurassic Park theme and uses it to underscore things that theme just simply does not, represent. And I think that's a pretty big issue that bothered me. And it's also a little too classically romantic sounding than it is adventurous. And Jurassic Park has always had adventure and wonder, and there's really only one scene where you get that in full, and it feels like a Jurassic Park score. The works that John Williams did, I think James Powell did Jurassic Park 3, and then Giacchino did the three Jurassic World movies. they understood the score of them, and they sounded great. This one is a little lacking. But two of the more meatier complaints I have is there's one scene that takes place in sort of like a convenience store that is meant to be evocative, if not directly lifted from the very first Jurassic Park movie, and that's something this franchise needs to stop. It's okay to pay homage to things here and there, but to just recycle the same scene is kind of annoying, to put it bluntly. And I'm talking about the Raptor kitchen scene from that first movie. And the other big issue, the elephant in the room, if you will, is we have a franchise focused on giving us dinosaurs. And since 2015, they have been softly giving us dinosaurs. But the main thing that is the main draw to these movies, or what these movies devolve into, are true monster movies, where they're not even giving you real dinosaurs anymore. They're inventing whole new ones. Now, I give this one a little bit of a soft pass on that because it's utilizing a story trend that is directly from this franchise, the World franchise. But the fact that we don't have most dinosaurs still represented in this, and yet we're just making up new ones that are cannibalized versions of dinosaurs that we already have in these films, is kind of annoying, and it doesn't really work for me. This one makes it work a little bit better in that the two dinosaurs in question are their own unique thing, and they're not just Tyrannosaur, but bigger and with whatever convenience the writer can decide, with the Indo-Rex where you can camouflage and also can get the raptors to turn on their masters because he's part raptor too, or the Indominus raptors. The Indo-Raptors were dumb as shit as well. These ones are kind of their own thing, and that I like. Or clear, two dinosaurs put together, and that kind of worked for me softly. But I do think that this franchise needs to get away from that. The main plot of this film is kind of interesting. You're seeing the acquisition of dino DNA to try and create a cure for a common health issue. And the ethical merits of monetizing that is what's really at stake. And I really like that this kind of asks an ethical question. It doesn't dig deep into it. It doesn't focus it on it too much. It's still a monster movie after all. But the fact that it does bring up ethical questions, it's really kind of the first time that's happened since the first movie, and I enjoyed that. So yeah, I give this movie a very firm 3.5 stars. This is one of my favorite movies of the year. I'm happy to watch it a second time. Whereas the Jurassic World movies, at best I gave a soft pass, and largely I don't care to ever watch any of them again, if I'm being honest. So, there you have it. Jurassic World Rebirth gets a thumbs up, but that's trademark, so not a thumbs up. A pointer up from me. Let me know what you thought of this film in the comment area down below. Like, subscribe, do all that good stuff, and peace.